We're just doing our little part to make sure that our products do not aid in harming environments like this one here, where animals live and thrive, and there's an endangered species right there.
Oh man, there is so much salt today. So much salt. What's going on, Dangerous Nation? I am back again with another video, and today I wanted to take a look at the salty games journalists and even PETA. Yes, PETA are mad at Ubisoft because there's cockfighting in Far Cry 6 and they want it taken away from the game because of animal abuse. So let's get into this article, shall we? This comes to us from The Gamer.
Far Cry and we should care more about it. Cockfighting shouldn't be a AAA game in 2021, and I shouldn't have to explain why.
You know, with that headline, you are bound to gain some clicks. It's clear that The Gamer and lots of gaming journalist websites today are on the decline because they're so incompetent and they're so pathetic that literally they are resorting to rage bait articles just to stay relevant. But little do they know that this is actually making their decline worse because they are continuing to push people away and continuing to generate negative buzz about them. You love to see it. You just love to see it.
Far Cry 6 seems to be the most Far Cry game ever to Far Cry. While it does appear to lean in harder to the political undertones of the series, casting you as a guerrilla fighter taking on a tyrannical regime on the island of Yara, a place visually inspired by Cuba, with a guerrilla fantasy feeling taken from the Cuban uprising, but with the political commentary supposed to be wider and less focused on specifically. Personally, I think it feels a little gross to use a pastiche of a very real socialist uprising, then to try to distance your game from the specific politics of that movement, or for something more watered down and safe. But I get it, politics is complicated. What I get less is the insistence on wedging the wacky, zany Far Cry-ness into a story that wants to be taken seriously, regardless of where you stand on that admittedly controversial issue, though. There is one thing we should probably all have already been in agreement on. Cockfighting is freaking gross.
Oh no! Anyway.
Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Cockfighting in a fictional video game that doesn't affect the real world at all? How horrible. We need to purge this company of all the people that had this heinous idea. We need to stand up for animal rights. We need to stand up for not just the animals in the real world, but also the fictional ones too. I salute you. No, I don't. I give you the middle finger. Grow the heck up, Stacy. That's your name, right? Stacy Henley? Grow up. Stop trying to write rage bait articles for The Gamer. How about talk about something else? Talk about how fun the game is. Don't bitch and complain about how there's animal cruelty in a fictional video game. It sounds like that vegan teacher literally paid you to write this article so she doesn't have to put a video out on her channel explaining why there's animal cruelty in Far Cry 6.
Far Cry 6 has a few tonally awkward elements I have already written about prior to launch. The DLC linking up with Stranger Things and Danny Trejo's taco truck, for example, or how the cute and silly dog is an unnecessary distraction from the staunch political stance the game wishes to take. But cockfighting is not tonally awkward. It is not something that just doesn't fit with Far Cry's big ideas, or makes it hard to believe the sincerity with which the game claims to treat its story. It's just, again, fucking gross. I don't feel I should have to expand on that, or come up with an alternate ways of phrasing it. It's making animals fight each other in bloody, brutal combat for sport. This is not just a passive dedicated players will encounter. There is a full Tekken-style fighting minigame where you take control of one rooster and try to claw and peck at your opponent to death as she shrieks in agony, bloody feathers, a full flutter. PETA Latino has spoken on this.
Okay, so Let's talk about Far Cry 6 for a minute. The game is set in a Latino country, I'm gonna say. I hope I'm not misappropriating anything, but the game is set in a Latino type country, and in the culture of a lot of these nations, like Mexico for example, cockfighting is like part of the culture, so it's a cultural thing. So if anything, this is proper cultural representation of a lot of these Latino countries in gaming. But I find it interesting that a lot of games journalists, including you, are the kind of people who constantly talk to these companies and say, oh, we need representation in gaming, we need cultures to accurately be represented. And yet here Ubisoft is trying to put in some sort of accurate representation of another sort of culture, and you're out here complaining that it's inappropriate for the game because of animal abuse. You love to see it when games journalists beg for what they want, and when they finally get what they want, they whine and complain about it even more and say, oh, it's problematic, it's not enough. Nothing is ever enough for these people. Nothing.
I'm not a vegan. I try to incorporate more vegan substitutes into my diet, both for environmental and ethical reasons.
What a fucking liar, dude. What a fucking Weasley little liar, dude. What a fucking Weasley little liar, dude. Holy shit, dude.
Excuse me.
Holy
Sorry.
fucking
I'm out of
shit,
control.
dude.
I apologize for that.
Literally lying.
Okay, so what you just described is being a vegan. You are literally a vegan. You say you're not a vegan, and then you try to describe it in a way that makes you look like you're not actually a vegan. How funny is this? Just how silly is this? Lady, you need to
Keep that same energy.
But I understand that I still eat meat, and some of those animals that meat comes from were probably treated poorly. There is no ethical consumption under capitalism.
You know, I bet this person is paid so much money at the gamer, she probably lives at a very expensive house somewhere in California. And she's talking about why capitalism is bad. She talks about how there's no ethical consumption with capitalism. So if anything, capitalism made this person rich.
But cockfighting is not the same. The ways to change the ways animals in the meat industry are treated is to go vegan where possible, pressure companies into more ethical treatment, and look for organic, free-range, cruelty-free products. The ways to change the cockfighting industry is simple. Just don't do cockfighting.
You know, the first 4 words of this paragraph were, I am not a vegan. Yet here she is trying to claim that we need to pressure companies to be more vegan. And she even talks about her vegan diet. So it's very obvious that this person is vegan.
Cockfighting is not even, as some equestrian lovers like to claim of their own sport, a way to bond with the animal or give it purpose. It's cruelty in its basest form. That is in the game. It's bad enough. It feels like someone Googled Latin culture and pulled out the 5 coolest things and stuck them into a PowerPoint all about Yara. But not just glorified as a minigame. Not just one you witness, but one you actively participate in by ripping capital to shreds. Feels disgusting, even for video games. 10 years ago, this would have been a bit much. In 2021, it's so far over the line, everyone seems ready to dismiss it. Out of sight and out of mind. It's almost too gross that mentioning it at all feels vulgar. But things like this shouldn't be happening in our medium anymore. I don't care how fun it is. Where are our standards? Where are our bare minimums?
Look, here's the thing.
Fine. Listen,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Here's a thought. Here is a thought. How about you just don't play the game and everything will be okay? You don't have to play the game, and if you do decide to play the game, this is an optional minigame. You don't have to play it. So why are you complaining that this is in the game when it really isn't that big of an issue, since no actual real-life animals are being harmed?
This is big brain time.
Think about it for a bit. Just think about it and try to reflect on it. Try to reflect on whether or not you're right about this or wrong about this. And also, because this is just a video game and not real life, you are not actively participating in animal abuse. So, for example, look at a game like Call of Duty. In that game, you literally are just going around shooting people. Am I actively participating in war crimes or actual like human murder if I play something like Call of Duty? No, I'm not. If I go to the strip club in GTA, am I actively partaking in sexual immorality? No, I'm not, because it's a fictional video game. Who cares? It's fictional. I know I've said this countless times before in the video already, but it's a virtual world, it's a video game, it's not actually affecting the real world. And if you think it is, well then,
Please, touch some grass.
Video games have an incredibly violent past, but actively spotlighting cockfighting and leading into the apparent silliness of it with the Tekken aesthetic. It's just one more time effing gross.
I think the idea of a Tekken aesthetic is cool. I mean, it adds a little bit of variety to the game.
Why is this a thing we're okay with? Why is this a thing that's happening? The joy it takes in animal cruelty feels so much more upsetting than the graphic violence many video games, Far Cry included, are known for. It's senseless violence in service of nothing but cheap laugh, and is the absolute worst of the medium. I've taken pot shots at Far Cry previously, but it's all in good fun. I get that people like the mix of serious themes and nonsensical action, even if I find it difficult to swallow.
That's what she said.
This, though, virtual cockfighting in a AAA game in 2021. We are better than this, or at least we should be.
Now, that right there was some delicious salt from games journalists, but it doesn't end there, guys. Apparently, as it turns out, PETA also wants Ubisoft to remove the cockfighting minigame from Far Cry 6. Yes, PETA, the same organization who has harmed more animals than it has helped, is calling on Ubisoft to remove a mini game that isn't actually affecting the real world and isn't actually causing harm to animals. You just love to see it. Well, that's gonna be it for today, guys. I guess the moral of this article is virtual cockfighting bad because animal cruelty or some crap like that in a fictional video game. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. And remember, live dangerously. Peace.